Hey, everybody. Welcome to a exclusive look at a brand new Kickstarter game that is now live. You guys can back this. It's super cool. It is called The Sands of Shurax, and it is in the HEXplore It game world. So we have an exclusive beta version of this game that we're going to be playing through. My name is David Crennan, and I'm here with three super talented players that we're going to introduce in 1 second. I just want to give you the lowdown first. These over here, if you can see them, are the previous editions of this game that have been released. This is, I think this is the one you did last year. Eric, you played in this one. Hello, everybody. Hi, thank you. This was Force of Adramon. That was last year. The year before that, he did a really cool one, which I think I have here. Valley of the Dead King. And basically, these games give you a feeling of playing through an entire D&D campaign in like 2-3 hours. You can play it with a group of friends all together. You can play it by yourself if you want to, and it is GM free. It is a players versus board situation. I had a blast running these last couple of years. Eric, I think you enjoyed when we did it last year too.
Yeah, I survived.
Yeah,
brag about it, why don't you?
Yeah,
I really enjoy this game system. It's on Kickstarter for the next 3 days at a great price with all like tons and tons of expansion stretch goals included. So definitely check it out if this game seems interesting to you. It's on Kickstarter. Sands of Shurax. HEXplore It. SHURAX. And you guys are going to see this is very fun. The first 2 editions, Valley of the Dead King is like you're in a forest and this like ancient undead wraith comes back to life and starts destroying cities and you have to stop him.
that's what they do.
Of course, yeah.
Force of Adramon is there's a mind-controlling sorceress who starts taking over this forest and turning all the good woodland creatures into mindless monstrosities. Also very fun.
Another classic tale,
Yeah.
This time we are going to a hot desert region.
Palm Springs.
Yes.
Shurax, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Sure, Palm Springs.
Yeah.
And you guys are sort of wasteland nomads, wasteland raiders. It has a very different feel to the game. I'm very excited to check it out. There's a lot of new mechanics. So I hope you guys enjoy this game. And let's get into it. Let's start by introducing our players. Let's start on this side. Mason.
Hey, it's Mason again. I'm back. I'm super excited to be here and really looking forward to trying this game.
Awesome. Over here.
Yeah, I'm Brian McGrath. Happy to be back. It's been a minute since I've been here, and really excited and a little anxious because we played Crit Juice, which David DM'd, and I think we played it for 6 years and got through one in a little bit of a campaign. So
that's about right.
This seems impossible to me.
Well,
to be this fast.
Yes, we're gonna try it out.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Eric, and I haven't been here in a little while, but it's weird. I mean, I haven't been on. I sleep on the couch, so
Yeah, you live here.
I live here in the studio. Don't tell Tom. But it's been a hot second since I've been around.
Yay. Okay, so we're all back. We're all ready to do this. So we've done a little bit of setup here on the game board already. If you guys can see this, it's called HEXplore It because we're on a big hex map. And you guys are all playing. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are all playing a single party. So instead of having different characters, you're going to be the single party starting out in the middle of a desert, and you're going to try and figure out how to survive, how to level up, all these fun things.
Great.
And you're going to try and do it before this death worm bursts from the earth, and essentially, every time it bursts from the earth, it leaves these remnants of giant red crystals behind, and they start increasing the heat of the desert. And if you don't stop him by Act 3, the desert will become too hot for anything to live, and you're all screwed. So that's the game mechanic.
Okay.
You each have gone ahead and chosen a race and a class.
Yes.
Let's just go ahead and we'll start with Mason again. You tell us what your race and your class is.
Sure. My race, and I'm going to butcher the name, is a Nemsnisi.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
There are
Nemsnisi?
There are 4 big cities, and Nemesine is one of them.
Well, that makes
so I
sense to
believe,
say
or
that
Nemesinet, we should say. So this is where you're
Nemesinet.
from.
Okay.
There are 4 big cities out here in
It's like Portland.
in Shurax. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's like a desert Portland. Great. So that's sorry, and then you're.
And then I'm playing a utility character, a trap specialist. It's got a really cool picture on the back. But yeah, I make traps.
Show 'em your cool picture.
See? It's really cool.
Great
cool.
art in this game.
There is
Yes.
really
So
good.
dope.
We're going to be doing
Should play like
some
this.
beta art. Here, you're actually a class, I think, from the original series, the original Valley of the Lost King. So we'll check that out as we go. Brian,
Yeah, I'm playing a Shuraxian giant
of course you are.
berserker. I'm this dude according to this, and I think that's right.
That's pretty much
I
right.
mean, it's pretty spot on, I think.
So the Shuraxian giant is another race from Sands of Shurax. Oh, Shurax. Shuraxian. Now we know.
Guys, it's all coming together.
It's coming
Thanks
together.
for explaining that for us.
You're welcome. Oh, you're catching on quick. Great. And then the berserkers from the original adventure.
Great.
And I'm going full new content here. I am a Takreen, which is a mantis-like human with 4 arms. Scion. So I got psychic powers. Don't mess with me. I'm Carrie.
Psychic powers. Great. Okay, and I have a bunch of placards that I'm going to be referencing throughout the game.
Also, I've named my character Bugface.
Oh, what are your character names?
Oh.
So we got Bugface, the
That's
Takeem
at least
Scion.
that's what people call Bugface because
Okay.
they cannot pronounce Bugface's real name.
Oh, I like
That
that.
makes sense.
Too many
Yeah.
clicks.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Key Runch.
Key Runch. Okay. Oh, yes, you are. Great. And sorry.
I as I often do, will name my person after a Philadelphia sports person, and he will be Embiid.
Who's that
After a
named?
basketball player who was a very tall basketball player
Perfect.
from Cameroon.
Oh, I love
Joel
it.
Embiid, so he's Embiid.
Okay, so we got Embiid,
Key Runch.
Key Runch, and of course Bugface.
I love it.
We got a game. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and leap right into this here. So you have some gold. I think you guys kind of spent that on leveling up a little bit. We're gonna be playing a little bit quicker version of this game to try and show you guys as much of the game world as possible. So we're gonna be playing double up play style, which means you're gonna get a bunch of cool power-ups here right out the gate. Eric, can you go ahead and draw? Let's see here. How many do we need? 3 power-up cards. And we're going to apply these power-ups to all of you guys at the same time. So let's go ahead and reveal the first power-up.
Both masteries. My mind is a fortress, so +2 looks like purple and blue.
That's a good one. So this is our level up mechanic. So you guys' purple and blue abilities, go ahead and add +2 to each of those.
Cool.
So this is our power-up mechanic, basically. Whenever you defeat bosses or complete missions, you get these power-up cards. Normally you wouldn't start with a bunch of these. And yeah, that's good. Okay, what's our next one?
Next one. Same one. These may not be shuffled.
Let's shuffle them and then you can
Yeah.
draw some more. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that.
Thin piece of card.
That's the wild card.
Yeah.
When you get to the thin piece of cardboard, you just
You write
just
something
put-
on there.
I want
win.
to be +7 in everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I win. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You guys win. Nicely done.
This game was easy and fun.
Baby's game.
I understand. I think Jonathan Mariucci is in chat as well. He's the creator of this game, the guy who made it, made all the previous versions as well. I just want to say thank you for setting the beta versions out, and we're looking forward to playing through it.
Yeah.
So everyone say hey to him in chat.
+3 to defense.
Okay, so your orange ability, go ahead and add +3 to that.
I'm so crunchy.
Going to be really crunchy. And we're going to get one more to start the game off.
Number 2. +2 to navigate.
Ooh.
Okay,
can
so that's
get
your
us there.
green one, I think, right?
Yeah.
Great. Cool. So we're going to see how this all
Alright.
goes. All right, let me make sure I've got all my placards ready and in hand before we jump into this. I will say that there are a bunch of new mechanics, and this is also my first time playing through this since we just have the beta. So please bear with me if I have to consult. Let's see, I've got all my scary monsters here.
I expect perfection.
Yes. Nothing
Okay,
less.
well then I will deliver you perfection.
Thank you.
Can you guys, here we go. Can you guys go ahead and, this is something you're gonna have to figure out sooner than later. You all have special abilities based on your classes. Go ahead and they kind of involve a little bit of calculations, but they make it really easy. Like on yours, it looks like you have your specialty trap, and the way it does damage is it's your equal of your,
Electricity.
your yes, exactly. But go ahead and read through the actual ability because they gain like new powers and they level up as you guys go up in levels. So
Are you saying like adding these things together and
if you read the actual text block, it's going to kind of guide you through it. So just when you have the time, start like familiarizing yourself with it a little bit, and that will really help you guys when we get into boss combat. So I'm going to tell you, while you guys are looking at that, I will just explain what we're going to do here. Each game turn consists of, thank you so much, Be Right UK.
Nice.
That's wonderful. Thank you guys all for tuning in today. I've got my battle map here. Great. Okay. So the game turn is first you move. You're starting out in the middle of the wasteland, as I determined at the start of the game, and you're going to try and basically explore it. You may want to try and find a way to get back to the cities. The cities are only located out here on these sides of the map, and you kind of begin and leave from caravan locations, which are kind of these like camel marks that we're going to see on the map here. So you start by moving, then we're going to roll your skills to see if anything bad happens to you, then we'll see if you have any circumstances come up. Along the way, there's things that can happen on caravans, there are caravan masters, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. So let's go ahead and determine which way you guys want to go. You're right here. As you guys move, starting on your turn, you can move, let's see. Normally you can only move 3 hexes because we're playing a faster movement speed. You guys are starting with a sand skimmer as one of your items, which we can imagine is some kind of cool looking wind-powered, maybe one of those really cool boats with the pontoons off the sides.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Catamaran, sort of a sand dusting, skimming
Gotcha.
catamaran.
I was thinking of like
I've watched Avatar.
a physical thing like a beachcomber, but we're in this thing.
You have like a speedy wind-powered ship that's helping you
Gotcha.
get
Like
around.
the Sandbenders from Avatar.
Yeah.
100%. Yes. So, okay, normally you'd only be able to move 3 hexes. You guys are going to be able to move up to 4. So, which direction do you guys want to go? Right now, it's all kind of up in the air, but as you uncover hexes, you're going to find bosses, etc., kind of scattered around the map.
So I see Crystal already over here. Do we want to make a beeline straight for that and get beefy?
I think we want to get Crystal right away.
If you just want to move into the crystal spot here, we can do that. When you're moving, you have a choice of movement types. You can move cautiously, which means you just move 1 hex and you don't have any chances of hitting a random encounter or getting lost. So if you just want to move 1 hex, let's start with that. You guys move cautiously in your sand skimmer and you roar off across the waste. And sure enough, you soon arrive at this huge outcropping of crystals. So let's go ahead and tell you how that works out. Let me see. Hiya. I will say, again, this is not a necessary role that I'm filling in the game. Usually you wouldn't have me. You guys would just decide, or I would be playing a character as well, and we would choose the cards and do all this at the same time. So if you're watching at home, this is a perfect game you can play with just a couple people, or you can play it just with yourself, and it's not something you need a whole dungeon master to help you run.
Is there a limit to how many people can play? I mean, as we were picking our characters, there's a ton of characters.
Yeah, it was like
so
50
could you
or so.
have a table of like 12 people, or would that be
Recommended for 1 to 6.
Okay?
Yes. So I would say maybe not. Okay, so you guys arrive at an ancient crystal deposit. I don't exactly know what that does. That is actually different from the Ravager crystals that you guys are looking for. Yeah, so this might actually just be interesting terrain that you guys are crossing.
Well,
So that actually, I don't believe, is the special thing you're trying to find.
Okay.
So with that said, would you guys like to continue in that direction?
Sure.
Okay. Sounds good. Great tree, cave. Yeah, I think that's nothing in particular, but correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Okay. Let's say you guys just go ahead and do a regular movement, moving cautiously. So I'll go ahead and start throwing down some hex tiles for you here. So you moved 1, 2 in this direction. Do you guys want to add another hex? We'll just keep kind of throwing stuff down for you here.
Oh, I see. So if we bump into the next kind of region, we just unlock the whole.
Yeah, the hex kind of, these hexes kind of unlock as you go. And I should point out something important. There's kind of we're going to start throwing hexes down in the middle, but really, these hexes don't ever really connect with these hexes. There's like a conceptual distance that we're dealing with here between You guys are like out in the middle of distant desert.
We're not just 2 hexes away from that body of water.
You'll never be able to reach it just by traveling. The only way to do it is to land on a caravan location, which are marked by these camels surrounded in brown.
Gotcha.
And they carry you across the waste, and that's how you get there. So there's this real strong feeling of like, we're heading out into the wastes, or we're coming back to civilization.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and keep moving you. So that was 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Sure.
Move you one more.
Yeah.
Okay. So these little arrow marks that you guys see down there are, they are called encounter locations, and you can kind of complete little events and things like that there, but we'll just ignore that for now. You've moved.
We're doing
now
great.
we're each gonna. You're doing great. We're gonna have each of you roll your skills. So go ahead and roll your green, your yellow, and your blue die. Green, yellow, blue. Green, yellow, blue. And you're trying to roll under the number you have on your skills there. We'll start with Mason. Mason, how did you do? Did you successfully navigate?
I successfully navigated. Yes.
Great. What you're trying to do is we're determining if you get lost or not. So we need at least half of you to succeed on your navigation check to avoid getting lost. Out of 3, I'm actually not sure if we round up or down. Let's say we only need to round down. So if we have 1 success, you're not going to get lost.
Okay.
Okay, but let's go and everybody try that. So
Oh, Hex is big boy, right?
Or is that a
Hex is 1.
Oh, Hex is 1. So I succeeded.
Great. Leave those 1s out, actually, because you crit. Getting a 1 on these means you crit on it, which gives you something even cooler.
Cool.
Eric?
I succeeded on navigate and nothing else.
Great. Okay, so you guys successfully navigate. If you'd failed, you would have wandered in a random direction, but that doesn't happen. Okay, next thing we check is your explore check. This is to see if you found any treasure along the way. Did anyone succeed on rolling equal to or under their skill?
I
Yes.
crit that as well.
damn?
And you too? No, you
No,
failed.
I failed all the others.
You find
Matched.
2 gold
All right.
since you succeeded. You, in addition to finding 2 gold, find an excellent place to camp, which would normally give you health back. You're all at full health, so no issues. And
So
then
do I get the
you
the
get 2 gold. Yes, you do. You
Nice.
get 2 gold. Oh, and do we?
And then
double
did I
that?
get something for crit and navigate?
No. Oh, you crit your navigate.
I crit navigate and I crit explore.
Mm-hmm.
Find America. Good job.
You're in that water that was impossible to get to,
Yeah.
and you're very cool.
There's no way to get there. Somehow
Yeah,
you got there.
You somehow got there. Yeah, you feel great.
Yeah, clip
It's
through
a
the game.
luscious
you're there.
spring.
Went into a rage blackout and you woke up in a nice cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You found hearty rations
Ooh, hearty rations.
from navigating. So you're basically it's equal to 5 units of food.
What'd you find there? Rations.
In food is my little.
Yeah.
Mhm. You'll add up your food bar
So
there.
you're not full.
Speaking of food, let's check your survival checks. Mason, did you succeed on your survival check?
I did.
You didn't have to eat any food.
Yay,
You succeeded
I
on your
did.
survival check. You didn't have to eat any food, and you found some rations, so you're doing good.
I did not succeed on that.
What's your food rating?
4.
So you're gonna eat, ooh, big boy. So you have to eat 4 food, and that's gonna start going down. So hopefully we don't keep.
Ooh, it's good. It's good that that I got those hearty rations because
Can you share rations, or is like
yeah, is that a teeny thing?
It's a bug thing, you know. I don't like your
Oh,
human-
your specific
yeah,
diet.
food. Yeah, it's got
keto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So we moved. We did that. Now we're going to roll to see if you guys had any encounters along the way. So we've got 4 circumstance cards that have been placed up here randomly. I'm going to give each of you guys a hex die, just a regular 6-sided die. Brian, since you crit on that one, you guys all crit. Since you actually rolled the worst, Eric, go ahead and roll, and let's see what you guys encounter.
Yeah.
5.
Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no 5, which means we're going to draw one off the top and see what we get. Event. Astonal's forces. This is an unavoidable encounter. An army of Bedouins served the fierce warrior Astonal. Rumors suggest their lair is somewhere deep in the wastes, far from the city-states. That's where you guys are. Until this morning, you haven't given them serious thought. Then, you happened upon them. The group becomes imprisoned. Ooh, you're imprisoned. But instead of moving to a city-state, normally they would drag you off to one of these city-states. Stay in your current location. You may participate in the arena here as if you were in a city-state of your choice. You do not receive any currency rewards. If you'd rather break free, face the guards, and try and defeat them. Okay. Let's, instead of throwing you guys immediately into arena combat, let's see how you guys do if you're facing down some guards.
Great.
I like that you can just immediately be caught and become a slave to the arena.
Yes, there's a whole arena system. Similar to our other games, there are certain special things you can do in towns. Each city has its own alignment. Some are evil, some are good, some like slaving, some like gambling. They also have different win conditions for the game. And just so you guys know, by the way, the win condition for this game, I think I said it is kill the Ravager.
Right.
So, but there are actually a bunch of other win conditions, including become friends with the Ravager, draw the Ravager to a city-state and have them destroy it.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of like different things we can do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take out these cards then.
Great.
I'll repeat it really quick.
Yeah, what did I miss?
If you have a crystal harvesting kit, you can harvest in the crystal areas as if, there you go, and as if it was dropped by the Ravager, and then this is the next bit.
Okay, thank you. Great, thank you so much. So, Jonathan, thank you. I appreciate all the feedback. Great, we have our 4 mission decks over here at the edge of the quadrant. 4 mission cards are... Oh, I need to place those in place. Great. So these dart icons allow you guys to complete missions. I have a mission deck over here that we can get into in a second. Wherever I put those. Caravan events. Okay, we'll look for those in a second. Let's go ahead and resolve this here. And let's go ahead... guards. Okay, so these guards have a little feature here. So we're basically going to go into a little low-level combat.
Great.
Unless you want to bribe them. So normally you would be able to pay them 3 gold and bribe them. And they'll just, like, go away.
I think my guy's more of a smasher.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Let's smash them up. So we jump into combat. Now we're looking at our character sheets. I have here a battle map. And I'm going to fill out with their stats really quick. Okay, so the first step we're going to do in combat is you guys are going to choose what attack you want to make against these guys. I am going to determine their strength. So I know how hard they're to defeat. They have an outlast rating. Do you guys want to go around and tell me what you plan on doing? And I'll break down your options really quickly. Your red skill you have at the top is your basic combat attack.
Great.
You just do the amount of damage that's listed there to the guys you're facing. So if it says 2, you would do 2 points of damage. If you do 10, 10 points of damage. They all have vitals just like you guys.
Great.
So if you have 5 vitals and you did 5 points of damage to somebody, you would get them. Your defense, if you take that action, subtracts that amount of damage from any damage that would have come in from them on their turn.
Mm-hmm.
Your purple and red, or purple and blue are your special abilities, and they generally do a bunch of damage or heal you or have something else. And that's basically it. The last thing you guys have is a racial ability on your racial card, and that is something you guys can read when you've got a little bit of time, and that'll kind of help you do things. Okay. Imprisoned 3. So this was the result of you guys drawing this effect. I'm going to read it to you. Imprisoned heroes are being held against their will. You're going to lose all currency, food, and access to your backpack. Ooh. If you're not in the city state, normally you would be moved to one. We determine that randomly. And then you can choose to fight in the arena to get your freedom or for glory and everything like that. Any currency you win is confiscated. This condition includes a number in parentheses representing the amount of time that the group is imprisoned. At the end of the game turn, place a number of remnants on the board equal to that number. The group is then freed by using an item. Cool. So we're going to add some remnants to the board here. But let's go ahead and figure out how this fight goes. Okay, they have an outlast ability as well. So you're imprisoned for 3 turns. You're facing the guards. You add 4 to his outlast value, which is listed here somewhere. Okay. Well, let's go around as you guys, as I'm figuring this out. What is your plan of attack, Mace?
Mine is to immediately off the back use my specialty trap.
Okay, which is your basic,
It's this
power
one.
ability.
It's my power ability, yes.
Okay, so what will that do if that succeeds?
So I can choose to either deal health or energy damage with this attack during my declaration phase of combat. It deals damage equals to 7.
Okay.
And if I choose the energy, I can choose.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Does damage.
Does
Brian,
damage.
what's your plan?
I'm gonna.
So you'll have to mark down. Go ahead and remove 1 point of energy because it looks like that's what that takes.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna go with my like standard bash.
Yeah, that seems like a good
It seems
one.
like it's like
Tried
I'm
and
gonna
true.
try and true. I'm gonna deal 10 points of damage
Okay, that's
And
a
not-
pretty good one
and not
for first level.
and
Just
not
do
take
that.
a penalty to anything,
Okay, that sounds really good.
or not use my stuff quite yet because I'm still figuring out how to do
Okay.
that.
I'll probably just use my telekinetic barrage, which is my basic power, and do 4 damage.
Okay, great. So you
Mind
guys have decided
bullets.
what you're doing. Now we're going to determine what the guards do. I roll a d6. I have a little placard here that shows what they do, and we're going to resolve this at the same time. What's here? I'm just checking my notes. Great. Outlast. Oh, great. Okay, well, I'm running these guards a little bit incorrectly. We're just going to run them like a basic monster since this is our first encounter off the top of the game. So we're going to go ahead and give them 15 health and say that that's what they've got at the moment. I apologize for the simplification, everybody, but I think that'll move this along. So you're doing a total of how much
7.
damage? 7. You're doing 10, and you're doing 2?
I do 4.
4. Okay. So that gives us 21 points of damage they're going to take. They only have 15 health. So you
Combined.
Yes, we combine all the damage you do. They have a total of 15, so you just plow through them and knock them out of the way. But before you have a chance to totally escape, they deal 4 health damage to all of you. So
Ow.
go ahead and subtract 4 from your vitals,
Shit.
and you're wounded.
Is there a specific spot to mark that we're wounded, or does that give us like a is that,
Wounded
like,
actually
ongoing?
may end here as soon as. Oh, I think I have them on the back here. Great. Yeah, wounded is you take a -2 penalty to all abilities and skill ranks until you receive healing. That's rough. Okay, so basically all of your abilities and skills are going to be at a -2 until you receive healing. But I believe that ends when you exit. Stacks does not persist.
See, I love how crunchy this is. There's so many booklets, so many little
Yeah.
sheets here that you really don't need a GM at all. You can just play this for hours.
Yeah,
And you literally could be just. I mean, I get a lot of times it says like one player, but then it's like you can't play this by yourself.
Yeah.
But you legitimately could be trudging along and be like, great, and now I'm doing this and this,
Yeah.
and stacking it up.
So basically, you guys plow through. The combat ends. It looks like your wounded ability ends at the end of combat. So we can ignore that for now. If combat continued, you'd all be at -2 to all of your rolls,
Everything.
Yes.
Okay.
which make them worse. But combat ends. You guys take a little bit of damage. You spend your energy. You exit. That's it. Now you do get some rewards for defeating these guards. You're going to each get 2 gold pieces and 4 food if you still need food.
So unless I'm misreading this, one of my Shuraxian giant things is that I can carry up to 30 food.
You're probably right. You seem like a big fellow.
So
So you want to just keep
so I'm gonna
expanding your
so I'm
food?
going I'm going up. So I'm at
Okay.
24 food.
Yeah, and just write it in your backpack.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, how much food? 4? 3.
4.
I'm
Which
at
is
max
exactly
food.
how much I ate yesterday. So
Wow, perfect.
And I actually have another rule question for Jonathan, if he's there, if he can throw it to me. Can he tell me what page the Outlast rule is referenced on? Because I don't want to flip through this too much while we're playing. Okay, so that was basically the end of our first turn, right? We went ahead, we experienced, put my battle guys over there, an encounter, which is completed. I'll just store it over there. There aren't any, yeah, if you succeed, wander. Great. Great. Okay, so we succeeded at moving. You had your circumstance. We resolved our event. It's back to our turn.
I ate very loud and got us kidnapped.
Okay.
But it's fine. It's fine. We survived.
Excellent.
Bugface lives again.
Back to your turn. You guys can move again. Once again, you have your sand skimmer. You can find it left outside of the guard outpost. you can continue to travel. You can move up to 4. Do you have a particular way you guys would like to move? And I'm actually going to, for my mission cards. Mace, you want to call the direction that you guys are going to move on the map? Do you want to keep going in the direction you're going?
Let's go that way.
Oh, here are mission cards. Great. Okay. Down this way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, grab my little tiles as we go. Okay. So these are mission tokens, and if you stop there, well, let's just see how you guys go. 1, 2.
Did we want to stop at a mission token?
Yeah. Why don't we do that? We can explore that situation.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. So I have my mission cards here. Let me flip over to the rules.
Before we
really
get too
quick.
far in the missions, how do we go about healing? Because I'm at 1 health, which is probably not great.
Great. Okay, that's a great question. So maybe before we move you, boop, boop. Healing can be tricky. You don't have any items yet because you guys kind of started out in the wasteland, so you don't have that. Instead of moving, you guys can choose to camp. Instead of moving, you spend your time exploring the surrounding countryside. You heal 3 health and energy. You don't have to worry about navigating, and all your skills get a little bit easier to roll. You also have a choice to discard any negative circumstances that come up unless they say unavoidable. So you guys all got injured. You're pretty injured. You're pretty injured. Let's say instead of moving this turn, you guys just camped.
Okay. We heal up 3.
You don't move at all.
Okay.
You heal up 3. You regain also 3 energy if you lost any energy. Go ahead and roll just your explore and survival check to see if you find any gold or had to eat any food. Thank you.
Explore survival.
That's not good.
Ooh. I don't find nothing.
I find nothing and have to eat more food.
I also have to
I'm
eat.
a very hungry boy.
I gotta
He's
eat.
a hungry boy.
Okay.
I
Great.
gotta eat my 5 food.
So you don't move. You start feeling your food going down. It's good you found those rations. And we're going to go ahead and roll again. Who rolled last time? I had Eric.
Yeah.
Brian, go ahead and roll D6 and see if we encounter any circumstances.
Hex.
That's a 1. Pursued. Now, because you guys are traveling or just camping, you have the choice to ignore this. Yes. So go ahead and read that if you will.
You've had the misfortune of stumbling into a vast army serving at Estonal the Lost Arbiter. They tirelessly pursue you. While pursued by this army, you must move recklessly and you must skip the event phase of each game turn, with the exception of the counter with the Ravager.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This affliction remains for 4 game turns or until you encounter the Ravager.
Okay.
Shit.
Let's
So
check
we just
them out.
got to book it then.
Great. Oh, man.
I forgot to tell you, I am
This is-
a wanted fugitive.
This is literally the same guy you guys just escaped from, a Stonal.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
So we killed his guards,
They're tirelessly pursuing you.
and they're like, these guys are now murderers, and they're after us.
Now, this would be bad. You can choose to skip it because you were camping.
It's just like null and void.
You can just skip
Like we
this one.
hid in the campsite.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can't find us in our tents.
So exactly, as you guys camp right around the corner from where they captured you, and they all come charging out the gates, running off into the wasteland, and they never would think to look right around the corner. They go thundering by into the waste.
We actually
You
camped
guys-
in the campsite of all the
Yeah.
guards we murdered, and they were like, "Well, they're not here. That'd
Yeah.
be stupid. They obviously left."
Yeah.
They wouldn't stay here in the campsite. Thanks again, Jonathan, by the way. So, very good. We skipped that otherwise truly dangerous situation where you would have to run pell-mell into the desert and you wouldn't have been able to heal and all this stuff.
That's metal as hell. I like that.
Did anyone roll to success on their explore check? And if so, you get 2 gold.
Oh, I did.
That's equal to or under then. Okay, so again, getting 2 gold from that. And if you failed on your survival check, you have to eat your food. Everyone do that?
Mm-hmm.
Great, it's all going well. Okay, so next day.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not dead yet. So you finish camping. Let's go ahead and say after you finish camping, you go ahead and make your move check. Here's the deal with mission sites. So let's get into these now. These little dart icons are missions. I have 4 missions. Each is tied to a different kind of city.
Oh, so
And-
we could have gone and like darted, like moved up 2 to the middle of that first hex.
Yes, you could dart any of these ones if you really
Gotcha.
wanted to.
Gotcha. Okay.
And what these would let you do is they're basically little quests. So I'll read this one. They're tied to a particular location. For example, this one requires you to find a mission site that's in the Silt Sea, which is anything with sand under it. And it also requires... it moves your reputation. There's a whole reputation chart, guys. We're going to get into that in a minute.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Okay. So let's say, just for the sake of exploring the game, we end on this Silt Sea site. One success required. A Tarian slave trader's sand skimmer was recently lost to thieves in the Silt Sea. It is said to contain
It
valuable
wasn't me.
scrolls that must be reacquired. Travel to the site and see if you can locate it. On a critical success, gain a silt skimmer. You already have that. For each additional critical success, each hero gains 1 food. Okay, so let's say, for the sake of exploring the mechanics here, you guys move to this site. This quest, all you need to do, it has this green border on it, which means it's tied to your navigate skill. You're going to roll your green die, and if one of you gets a success, you find the guy's sand skimmer.
I believe in you guys.
I succeeded.
I did not, but we just need 1, right?
Failure, success. Oh, you
I
succeed.
got to succeed.
You're extremely navigable. This is good. It was a good power-up card you guys drew at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So you guys arrive there. You find him. This is going to adjust your reputation slightly towards the good side. Let's see.
No, we can't have that.
That doesn't seem like us at all. We just murdered a bunch of people.
Bad people, though.
Oh no, they're slavers.
Oh,
yes,
okay,
this would
good.
move you towards the corrupt and cruel side.
That sounds better.
That sounds like us.
Okay.
Yeah.
You each gain gold. You each gain 1 gold piece. That's not bad.
I'm getting loaded here.
You also each gain, if I understand this correctly, 4 power-up cards.
Hoo-wee.
So go ahead and draw 4. We're going to apply this to everybody.
All right.
This is normally it would only be 2, but we're running the double-up game, so you guys are drawing twice as many cards as normal.
Navigation and survival go up by 1.
Nice.
So mark those. Getting better at surviving.
Super survivable.
What was I before?
Okay. Not a bad thing out in the wasteland.
Yeah. Works out pretty well for us. Energy +1.
Yeah.
That's the... Oh, energy.
Up at the top right. Yeah.
Comes in handy.
Need more energy.
Is this... Yeah, I guess this is evolve.
Ooh, this is a new mechanic.
Yeah, your mutations are growing stronger. This power-up becomes a copy of 1 mutation you have. Additionally, you gain a bonus shown below. If you do not have a mutation, keep this card and gain its benefits next time you gain a mutation. So it's +4 to, it looks like, +4 to...
So there's a whole set
Yeah,
of
energy,
mutations.
but we don't have mutations yet, so I don't believe we get the benefits of it until we get our first mutation.
Let's go ahead and draw another one to replace that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
+1 to explore.
Okay.
That's good. 'cause
That's good.
I can't
Explorer's not good.
I can explore worth a dang.
I think we're like slowly turning into the X-Men. We've got a
Yeah.
Professor X, Juggernaut,
And then
Puck.
+3 to attack. Ugh. Finally, you're useful.
Oh,
Jeez.
so my attack's 13 now. So I don't think I do much more than attack.
Yeah, you just smash.
That's- Attack.
One trick pony.
You smash. That's your thing.
Okay. Awesome.
I haven't quite figured out like this rage stuff.
Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so we moved to the site. We involved that. You guys moved successfully. You got there. We engaged with that. You got your power-ups. Great. Okay. I think we're going good. And were you supposed to have an encounter before you got to the mission site? Probably. That's
When
okay.
does the worm pop up?
Great question. So the worm will pop up.
Because we're ready to beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just gonna stick him on it and we're gonna hang back.
Okay. Let's see here. Ooh. Guys, it may have popped up already.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So we are 3 rounds in here, I think.
This
See,
is
this
round
is-
3. Yes.
We're about to be in round 3, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and roll this pyramid dice. Actually, I think I gave you the sand dice, but go ahead. Roll that d4. And
1.
1. Okay. each subsequent turn drop. Okay, so great, we're okay. If we rolled a 4, he would have popped up on round 1. Go ahead and roll, Brian. Let's see if he should have popped up on round 2.
2.
Nope, I think we're okay still. Oh wait, and it gets more likely he would pop up each turn. So go ahead and roll again and let's see what happens. So now if you roll a, no, Eric,
Oh, yeah.
sorry. It's okay. So if you roll anything other than a 1, this giant worm is going to emerge from the ground.
1.
Yay!
No worm yet. Great. That's extremely unlikely.
We're very good at this game, apparently.
However, at the end of your next turn, the giant worm is going to appear on the map. Once it does so, I'm going to read this out to you guys so you know what's going to happen as well. The Ravager appears and then submerges underneath the ground. On Act 1, all he does is start popping up in random locations and then plunging back down and leaving these remnants behind. As more and more remnants show up on the map, he starts becoming more active and he starts pursuing you guys across the wastes, eventually forcing an encounter. Okay, so we've just resolved this. I think we're going to skip circumstances for this time. Did we roll for a circumstance?
We did not.
We did not. Let's go ahead and roll for your circumstance. I think I did that out of order. Was it Brian's turn?
I did.
Back to Mace.
Sure.
Go ahead. Let's see what we get. 1. The Cliff City. It's a discovery. The Araket are a stoic avian race who keep to themselves. Their cliff city, Karhata, is rumored to reside somewhere far from civilization. You found them, but you can't gain access to Karhata without first proving yourselves. Place the Cliff City marker, location token, on this hex. So I guess it's right there.
Cliff City.
I've lost my sand skimmer. Also, did you know this ancient city was here?
I guess he crashed into the ancient city. Place the Cliff City token on that hex. Before you gain their blessing, the group must participate in a dangerous climb to their perch. Play the Harrowing Trial Arena event and add 5 to the feat requirement. Ignore all currency rewards for this event. If the group succeeds, you gain their blessing. All heroes heal lost health and energy each time they move through Karhata. Okay. Let's see if we can figure that out. Harrowing Trial. We add 5 to that, to the feat requirement. Okay. I think you can choose any of these. Okay, so each of you need to succeed on... There's an arena placard. So normally when you're getting into an arena, you fight, we roll randomly to determine which event you guys encounter.
Mm-hmm.
We already know which event it is. Now you have to make a stat test. Each round spent in the arena, which is what we are now, each hero chooses a single stat available to the event to test against, then roll their stat test. So for a Harrowing Trial, you guys have to roll against your health total, your Explore, or your Survival.
Health, explore, survival. And you want to be...
You have to choose one of those, and you're trying to roll under that.
Okay.
Okay.
Any participating hero may sacrifice any number of their vitals to modify the die result by 2 per vital sacrificed. So you can basically give up 2 energy or 2 health to increase or decrease, I guess, your die roll by 2. After all the heroes have made a stat test, a new round begins. Heroes may not test again the same stat until they have tested against all stats available in the event. Ooh, so you're going to have to take turns testing against each of those. And you're going to have to do this a total of 8 times. An occurrence happens after each round if the events haven't been completed. The group rolls 2 10-sided dice, and I'll determine what the occurrence is. And I believe that still applies. Hey, dog. Okay, so let's just go through these in order.
Let's
I think.
climb this mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Great.
ready for this? We'll see. I don't know if the payment's worth it, but
Let's do it.
let's try it
We
anyway.
really want to be in this city.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody go ahead and roll. My only question is, it's a stat test.
Yeah, we choose, I think on each one of the times we do it, we can choose one of the 3, but we can't choose the same one
Consecutively.
consecutively.
Okay, so why don't we do...
It was survival, defense, and...
It was survival, health,
Navigation.
health, and explore.
What was it?
Yeah, survival, explore, and
Explore,
health,
yeah.
correct. Yes. So, my only question is, do all 3 of you have to succeed? If it's a stat test, I think just one of you has to succeed each time.
Yeah.
Great. So we'll do it like that. All right,
And
so...
I think my guess would be stacking. If we have to succeed 8 times, so then if 3 of us, then that's 3 successes or whatever. Is that how it works?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Or is it
Or the
8
different
rounds?
things.
That would make sense. You know, I'm not totally sure. For the sake of speed, let's see if you can get 8 successes before you get. How do we know when you fail? Before you get. Roll for occurrences before the occurrences will happen. Let's do them one at a time and see how this goes here. Okay, I'll get my percentile dice so I can roll up some results and see what happens here.
Each success grants a feat. Each critical success grants 2 feats.
Oh, great. Each success grants a feat. Each critical success 2 feats. Great. So we are just trying to get 8 total feats. Thank you. Ah, he's right. Success, critical failure drains your energy. Okay. Sounds good. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and roll this. Are you going to try and roll for your health, for your explore, or for your survival?
Survival.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
3, which is a success.
Success.
So I'm sorry. My health would be
15.
So you couldn't possibly
I
fail.
I would roll against that to start.
But you could get a critical.
Oh, that's true. You could get a failure.
Oh.
Yeah, a critical failure would be rolling.
10.
Yes.
So you'll crit on a 1 through 5.
Great.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's really good.
And just roll any of the.
Yeah.
I don't crit, but I succeed.
You succeed. Okay.
All right. I will roll on survival first. And I fail.
Oh no!
All right, you failed. Is it a critical failure? No, because you didn't roll a 10, so you fail at that. After all, heroes make a stat test. New rounds begin. Heroes may not test the same stat again until they have tested against all stats available. An occurrence happens after each round. The group then rolls a 2 10-sided die and checks the occurrence table for each result. Okay. 67. You've suffered a misstep. Your next performance roll gains a +1 penalty. So basically add 1 to your die roll.
Sorry.
That's okay. That was just in general what happened.
That was just us getting like the 3 of us through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Just looking to the sky and praying to the RNG gods. Okay, go ahead and let's roll again. It cannot be the same skill you guys had last time. So Mason, what are you going to roll?
Explore this time.
Okay, roll it up.
That's a crit failure, a 10.
Yes, that's a crit failure. You lose 3 energy.
Boo.
Okay, Brian?
I'm gonna go survival. That's a fail.
Okay. Wait, how do you... Oh, fail.
6.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you fail and...
Health. That is a success.
Great. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what the next... Oh, did we all add...
Oh, -1?
Yeah.
Yeah, still success.
What are we minusing?
That's not good.
That is not good.
Oh, I'm adding.
Because last time,
still,
what did I say, 67? You had to add +1 to your die roll to see if it succeeded or not. So
Right.
I still failed. Yeah.
The occurrence this time, you've endured a humiliating defeat. Suffer 5 energy drain and reduce your fame after this event. That was very unfortunate.
What if you run out of energy?
If we run out of energy, I think you fall from the cliff and you have failed this encounter.
I fall from the cliff and have failed this encounter.
Same. I think like I get like a wedgie as I'm coming down, which is why it's humiliating.
Yeah. Now, it might be possible for the rest of you guys to keep battling on.
I still got energy.
For days.
I'm at -1 energy.
I climb and I'm like, I did it, guys! I did. Oh, and they're gone.
You end out at 0. Now the other thing that we could do is, oh yeah, that just took all your energy out. Yeah, I think you're done.
I have endure, and it says endure automatically activates when you would die in combat. Oh no, that's not it. I have 1 energy left.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw energy.
Yeah, or you're at 0. You should be at 0 energy.
So
you're not
0
dead in
energy.
combat. You just can't use any of your special powers until you have more energy.
I think you keep this here.
keep
and
that
then,
for you. That's better.
Yeah.
And I don't go negative.
No, you don't go negative, fortunately. Okay.
So am I still in this, or did we just fail?
Let's keep going.
All
Let's
right.
make this happen. So, just the 2 of you guys now rolling, and we've had a total of 5 successes, I think, so far.
1, 2, 3. I think we've only had 3 because we've done 2 rounds and we've had 3 successes.
Oh, thank you. 3 successes. Okay, 5 more to go. All right. So you're still in this as well.
Oh no, I'm out as well. With a -1.
Oh gosh.
So
Okay.
It's all up to you, Bugman.
Bugface.
Bugface, got it.
Go for it.
Bugface killer.
We're gonna go survival. I succeed.
Woo. Okay. 4 successes. Let's see what the occurrence outcome is. 18. you're winning over the audience.
Yeah.
You may re-roll your next performance roll, which is
Okay.
technically what this is. Okay. What's your new skill you're rolling this time?
We'll go health this time.
The birds are circling around, cawing at you.
That is, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Oh, because you're. Yeah, I see.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, succeed.
Okay.
5.
Five successes, 3 more to go. You're so high up in the air.
This doesn't look like it's a challenge for
Yeah.
him.
Well, because I've got 4 arms.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so if like one slips, like 2 more.
These
grab.
guys are probably like tied to ropes around their waist and are just dangling.
Literally
Like,
dead weight.
Yes, and you're still pulling yourself up. Okay, we're on 5 successes. Let's see what happened this time. Oof, 67.
Oh, we did that one already, right?
That's yeah, nice. You have +1 penalty to your next roll again. Let's see what happens. Go ahead, roll. 5 successes.
Survival. This is gonna be failure.
Okay, what was the roll you had there?
I had a 6.
If
I was aiming for 4.
If you want to, you can spend either 2 health or 2 energy to modify your die roll by 2.
But with the plus.
Oh, you may so let me put it another way. You may sacrifice any number of your vitals to modify the die roll by 2 per vital sacrifice. So if you spent 1 health, you reduce the die roll by 2.
Okay, so if I
So you have
spend.
to spend 2 health.
Well, plus that penalty, I would have to spend 3 health.
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought you were only 2 over though.
I am, but we're plus. Well, we have a penalty, so it's 3 now.
So you have 3. So
Yeah.
if you spend 2 health, you'll get 4.
It'll
4
reduce the
points.
roll by 4.
Oh, okay. So then I'll spend 2 health.
Okay, like your fingernails rip off as you
Yeah.
pull yourself up
Oh, that's
harder
weird.
and harder.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're still at 5 successes?
Yeah.
Now let's see what happened to you this time. 19. You're winning the audience over again. The birds circling around are cheering for you. You get to re-roll your next performance check. Let's do it again. What are you rolling this time?
I'm gonna roll health.
Health. Let's see.
See how good we did. I'm gonna re-roll that because I can. That's a critical failure.
Oh God! Take it back. Take it back.
You lose 3 energy.
Yeah.
You had a ton of energy, my
Yeah,
friend.
I have a lot because it's
Oh, you're a
all
scion.
mine.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's insane that you're still going. To be
Yeah.
honest. Okay.
And it's literally just my mind keeping me going.
Oh, you could have re-rolled that.
I did re-roll that.
You did re-roll it, and you got a
Yeah.
critical
I got,
failure.
I got
You got
one,
worse.
I got 1 over, and then I crit failed.
83. That's not good, guys. You're having trouble winning over the
Real
audience.
quick, you can also sacrifice your vitals, health, or energy to reduce your roll result by 2.
That's true. Did you want to?
Oh, I guess then
Thank you.
If that were the case, then I could succeed that. At
And
that
you
one.
that means that last one succeeded too, which puts you up to 6, right?
Yeah, so 6, and then
2 more successes, and this would count as 7.
So our thing we couldn't have fixed because it was
Your energy got
the
drained.
thing that was the energy drain.
Mhm.
It wasn't us.
Mhm.
We didn't die doing it.
No.
We died because of the chart.
And if this
God did
was
it to us.
regular arena, every time I roll one of these, you either gain or lose gold. So and fame. Okay, so we're up to 7 successes.
Yeah. So final one, survival.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Unfortunately, because of the thing I just rolled, you're gonna have to re-roll your next performance roll if you succeed.
Okay.
Shit.
Last roll, survival.
I don't succeed.
Okay. Can you sacrifice enough vitals to make this a success?
Let's see. I need. So I'm.
And is it worth it to you?
6.
You've come this far.
I mean, would it force him to
No.
then re-roll it if he sacrificed?
So I could. Yes, I could sacrifice. I'd have to sacrifice 3 health to succeed.
Yes, and I guess then I would force you to re-roll it.
Okay.
So you sacrifice 3 health,
Yeah, and I still.
And he
succeed.
succeeds.
and you succeed at 3 health. You
There it
climb
is.
to the top of the cliff city. You haul up your 2 guys after you.
Yeah.
You gain the blessing.
I'm like climbing with 2 arms and pulling their ropes with my other 2 arms. The entire one.
As you reach the top,
I'm bloody and battered and barely hanging on there.
Oh.
as the cliff city, all heroes regain all health and energy lost.
That was a good nap.
Lost period.
Mhm. And each
So-
time you pass back through this area, you will regain a complete health and energy boost. So you guys are back up to full
Bug
after
face,
rescue.
Bug face.
Yeah, they're chanting. The birds are swarming.
This isn't a good thing
Yeah.
for.
Oh yeah.
End of the round, the Ravager bursts onto the map in the wasteland. Okay, so he's gonna appear, he's gonna pause. I believe he moves, and I have to basically roll to see which direction he moves in, and then he'll go back underground. back to your guys' turn. So we've got some more missions kind of floating around. I drew a new navigate mission here to get rid of replace the one that happened before. Do you guys want to move off into a new hex that hasn't been explored yet? Alternatively, missions on the board. There's one right next to the giant worm monster.
There is.
Or there is a mission that you could complete here if you wanted to do that, a navigate mission. Or you could guys explore in a new direction. Eric, I don't think you've chosen the direction yet.
Let's go to that closer mission there.
This guy here?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. You can reach it on your sand skimmer. Go ahead and roll, everybody, again, roll navigate to see if you get lost. We just need 1 success.
Just navigate.
Yep, navigate first. Oh, you're going to roll all 3. So
Oh.
you can roll all 3 of them, sorry. So do we have 1 success on navigate?
Yes.
Okay, great. Then anyone
Yes,
who succeeds
crit.
on explore, ooh, and you crit on navigate. That means you find more rations, so you gain 3 food worth of rations.
That's good. I'm a hungry boy.
That's good. So you gain your rations if you found that. You succeeded, so you don't wander. If you won on your explore, you gain 2 gold.
I also crit that.
And if you then you also heal 1, but you don't need that right now. And if you won on your survival, you don't have to eat any food. Otherwise, you have to eat your food rating.
Well, I do have to eat food. Good thing I found 3.
Yeah,
And
I
if
have
I
food as well.
crit, I get 2 food?
Ooh, you crit on your survival.
Yes.
You do not have to consume food from your pack, and each hero heals 1 lost energy or may negate a condition affecting you.
There you go.
Fortunately, you don't have any negate any of that right now. Okay. Very good. Skill phase done. Movement phase done. Let's see what circumstances you guys encounter. I think Mace, you rolled last time? Oh, you have a die. Go ahead and roll.
4.
Sorry, and we should put another one here. This is my thing here. 4, Wandering Gypsies. Event. In a serendipitous event, you've crossed paths with a band of wandering gypsies. They bring news of the Ravager. Ravager showed up, Rose. And trade stories, food, and drink. The group may play Scarabs this turn. This is a gambling sub-game that exists in this game.
Yes, please.
The celebrations end late in the night, then they bid you farewell. Before they depart, they bless you. Keep this card. You may discard it to heal the group's lost vitals and negate all afflictions, conditions, starvation, and heat exhaustion. You hang on to that, sir. That's your get out of jail free card. That's you're all dead and you can heal back up. Scarabs is, let's find it. This game of dice and gambling, it's a sub-game gambling game. It involves bidding in the Oasis and then placing bets on the dunes and then possibly receiving a high value 10-to-1 payout in the peaks. In order to keep the game on track right now, I think everybody go ahead and roll. We'll just do a skill test and you'll either gain or lose money. So everyone give me a, let's call it an explore skill test. If you succeed, you're going to get 5 gold. If you fail, you're going to lose 2. Rather than get through. That is not at all what happens in the game. The game is well fleshed out. But
I crit fail it.
okay, go ahead and lose 5.
I'm out of gold.
Oh, we feel sorry for you. Have free healing anytime you want. That's my gypsy voice. Okay, that's our circumstance. Boom, I'm placing a new one to replace it. Ooh, it says Genie's Lamp, so let's see if that happens or not. We ended on a mission square, so here's your mission. If you succeed this, you're going to get cool power-ups. A powerful noble who opposed the Emperor's rule has left Nemsinet and is heading into the wastes. Find him, and Noko's guards will reward you. Assassin. If the assassin is currently in play and completes this mission, roll a 10-sided die. Are you the assassin?
No,
you
I went to
passed on it.
Berserker instead.
Okay, guys, go ahead and roll. We need everyone roll a navigate check. If we get 2 successes, you succeed on this quest.
Success.
Crit success.
Crit success.
as well.
He's right there.
Double crit.
I got a regular success.
Heroes who
and that's
critically
good, too.
succeed gain 6 gold as the wealthy merchant goes, "Thank you, thank you." In addition, you guys are going to gain 4 power-ups and 1 additional gold.
And 1 additional gold.
Yes, and your reputation slides even further towards corrupt and cruel because this is a bad dude who you found and helped.
Are we the bad guys?
Are we the baddies?
Let's see, this is evolve. We don't have mutations.
Not yet.
Darn.
+3 to navigate.
Yeah.
That's gonna come in handy.
That was almost impossible for me to fail.
That's what you think.
Almost.
What else we got?
+2 to defense. Then +2 to your choice.
Ooh.
Vitals.
Vitals.
That
That includes, when it's your choice, it includes the skills as well.
distribute this bonus between any of your stats.
I'm gonna beef that guy. Like it's been hindering me.
You guys are getting buffed up here.
And then favored opponent. You gain a skill against a new type of foe. Choose any type of subtype or subtype of opponent. You gain favored opponent against that type or foe. If you roll a hex on the sand die roll associated with this card, you may now re-roll that result of 1 when you enter, or whenever you roll a favored opponent damage. So we gain a favored opponent.
And when you say giant worm,
Yeah.
No,
Ravager?
there's a list of giant opponents. Wait, maybe. Let's see what happens. Boop, boop, boop.
Has this
No,
changed?
no. Titanic creature can't. No, but there are certain. You guys actually should already have a favorite opponent listed on your race card,
so I do.
and you guys actually gain a second favorite opponent whenever you guys would like to do that.
I think
Where do you see favorite opponent?
It's at the very top of your card.
humanoid.
Right under.
I
your
get
name.
to.
Ah.
I think I get to choose because mine says you gain favored opponent with any opponent type you've defeated more than once. So I haven't defeated anyone besides
Okay.
more than once yet. So
Yet.
Close.
Okay, so we moved, we resolved our thing, we gained our power-ups. I believe we're all on board with that. The Ravager pauses and then disappears. I think he begins play in Act 2, which is what's currently happening, which means he disappears underneath the ground and leaves behind him blazing, gigantic red crystal tower. Let's fit that more neatly. Perfect. Okay, so if you traveled there, you could harvest crystals. You'd also possibly become mutated and possibly become irradiated. What does all that mean?
Sounds perfect.
Maybe you
Yeah.
guys should find out.
I think we probably
Okay.
should.
Back to the start of the turn, you guys can move. You could probably just cut across the middle there if you wanted to. Can I fit? I probably have a little dude I can fit in there. All right, Brian, you want to head over that way?
Yeah, let's. I'm drawn to those crystals. I want to see what's what.
Okay, I'll go ahead and throw that down. Do. With your sand skimmer, you can get there no problem. Yeah, very good, David. One.
We can select a
What do we got?
creature or Titanic in this case.
Oh, why don't you guys add Titanic creature
We do.
or Titanic for your favored creature, so you'll be
Yeah.
better off against the monsters. Thank you,
Sounds
Jonathan.
I don't
Great.
want to.
good. No, thank you.
Man is my favorite enemy.
Okay, you are going to be irradiated. Okay, as you arrive at this location. Remnants are dangerous. These areas are radioactive. Each hero gains the irradiated 5 condition during the event phase while in a remnant. We actually have to do our test as you guys move. I always forget that.
Yeah.
So you guys move. Everybody roll your 3 abilities. Surely one of you will succeed on your navigate.
Yes.
Okay. If you passed your explore, you gain 2 gold. If you pass your survival, you don't have to eat anything.
Cool. That was a good up by me. 2 gold, you say?
That's right, sir. When the Ravager dives back underground, gigantic crystals are torn from its hide and become deposited in great towering structures. These massive crystal towers amplify light like a lens, baking the earth each day. Each remnant is two-sided. One side contains a crystal tower and the other does not. When a remnant is placed on the board, it comes down, crystal tower face up. There we go. They are dangerous. So as you guys enter, which you do easily, and I think we still need to determine if you guys end up with a circumstance or not. Perfect, we do. Okay, so first, as you guys enter the remnant, I'll tell you how you get irradiated. Event phase. Great, actually we're going to determine, yes, whatever. Irradiated means you guys lose 5 energy.
Oh, I can't do that.
Well, it just takes you down to 0, which is okay. Minus, lose 5 energy minus your food rating.
I'm at 0.
So your food rating
Minus 2.
2, so 3 is how much energy you'll lose.
Oh, so. Oh, yeah. So
5 minus your food rating. Okay.
Your food rating is 5, so
Yeah.
you don't lose. You're a big, tough dude, and radiation doesn't even hurt you.
I lose 1 energy.
Lose 1 energy.
I see.
Copy.
Heroes who gain this condition, irradiated, may roll a stat test to resist becoming a mutant and gaining mutant powers.
Now it says may.
Yeah. I
If you do not
suck
roll,
it in. I lick the backside of the crystal.
if you choose not to, you can immediately draw a mutation card. Would anyone like to resist? No, the Scion's going for it, going right in there.
I'll totally resist.
Monstrous
Go ahead and roll
size.
for it.
You become larger than the average person of your race. Gain +1 food rating. That's not great because I've been eating a lot.
You need to roll equal to or under your food rating.
Size matters. Current and maximum health ranks, or plus to current and maximum health ranks. Each additional monstrous size mutation increases your food rating by 1 and grants you size matter increase. So
What happened to you? You became gigantic?
I grew.
Yeah, he's swole.
Yeah. I got a lot bigger, so I think I go up 1 health.
The way they kind of measure size in this game is your food rating. So, like, little pixies have a food rating of 1. Normal people have a food rating of 2. 3, I think, was as big as it got in the original series.
I'm
4's
5
crazy.
right now.
5, so you're like
I'm
15 feet tall.
Yeah.
And I'm 5 as well, so I am also not.
You're a giant
Yeah.
bug thing.
I'm a
Two
giant
giant-
mantis person.
So something interesting happens with mutations. In the upper left, there's a little energy symbol.
Mhm.
What does that show on it?
Yeah, it's
-2, -1?
+1.
Okay, +1. Basically, that means your energy permanently is reduced by 1.
Okay. So,
That's the trade-off. Each mutation grants a power-up bonus. Each time you gain a power-up, energy loss. Gaining mutations taxes the body. When a hero gains a mutation, reduce their current and maximum energy rank by this number. If you do not have the energy ranks to lose, you can't gain the mutation.
so because mine says +1,
That one up there?
yeah.
Can I see real quick?
I can tell if that's a plus or a minus.
That's this one up here in the upper.
Oh,
right?
the
That's
upper.
-1. So that's you gain a -1.
Yeah.
Your +1
Is I go up health wise
Yeah.
+1, and this stacks. So if I get more, if I
You keep getting
if I get
monstrous.
another monster size, then the next time I actually go up +2 health. But
So the other interesting thing is, yes, each additional mutation increases your... So you could become a 6-sized creature.
Mhm.
Interesting. So here's the way I believe that so your health bonus works there is each mutation grants a power-up bonus, which you got, I believe.
Mhm.
Each time you gain a power-up that grants a stat increase of this type, increase the bonus by 1.
So if I get size matters again, it becomes a +2 instead of a
Yes.
+1.
So go ahead and you draw a power-up card for mutating as well.
Okay. Second mastery +3.
Holy shit. Okay. Or holy crap. You become very powerful. If you draw any power-ups that give you plus to your health, you gain +1 to that health. You got
Okay.
that? Yes. Okay. You mutated as well, and you failed on your...
I'm gonna roll. Right
Okay, roll under your food rating.
I did not.
All of you guys are going to mutate, so let's go ahead.
I did mutate.
Oh, yeah,
Did you choose to?
Oh, you chose to mutate, right? Or
I
did you-
chose to. Did you?
Oh yeah, I'll
You were
try.
with
I'll
me.
choose. I'll do it.
You have a tail now.
Great. It's more fun to have something.
Yeah, and you
Grow a
have
powerful tail.
conductive flesh.
Oh, good.
So
You may.
the minus energy on the upper corner, you immediately lose that from your current and total energies.
You may counterattack an opponent after they target you, dealing health damage equal to half of your attack rank. So I basically I got this tail now
When someone hits you, you can counterattack them.
with my tail.
And your attack
for
rank is
half of
13.
that.
That's insane. And
Your skin crackles with electricity whenever on the target of an opponent's while making a defend action. You may deal energy damage back to them equal to your attack rank.
5.
Yeah.
So similar.
And so
So that's the power you gain, and
I'm
then
-1 on that.
each time you draw a mastery boost card, I hope I did that right, that gives you a plus to your second mastery. It actually gives you +1 above that. Each
And
time
then
you
I'm
draw
getting
the-
that plus. I'm
You
also
don't.
having that.
No, you
or
don't yet. Each time you draw a card that gives you a boost to defense, you gain +1 beyond what it gave you. I think I got that right.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Eric, can you actually? I think you need to remove that +3 that I gave you to your
Okay.
mastery. You don't draw that yet.
Okay, and if I
If you
can,
draw it, yes.
then
I'm
it,
sorry.
then it, okay.
Yay, new mechanics. Okay, you guys are crazy mutants. The last thing that happens is you guys recover crystal shards from this thing. Brian, since you wanted to go get that shard, roll 2d4, and that's how many Ravager shards you gain.
5.
5. Go ahead and write down 5 sweet-ass Ravager crystals. Ravager crystals can be used to fulfill one of the endgame scenarios. You roll. Since we're doing fast mode, you gain twice as many as you normally would.
So we get 10.
If the group is in the wastes, that normally you roll 1d4.
Oh,
so
I see what you're
made
saying.
You roll 2. So you
Got it. Yep.
If the group is in the waste, each hero also draws a power-up card after harvesting from a crystal tower. So let's go ahead and draw a power-up card. This will apply to everybody again. As you harvest these energy crystals,
+3 to explore.
all of you guys gain +3 to explore. Oh, and we're doing fast mode, so draw 2 actually. You're going to get 1 more.
And then +3 to survival.
Okay, and your survival goes up by 3.
That's great.
Perfect.
Sweet. Okay, we moved, we harvested. I flipped this over to show that that has been consumed. Let's roll to see what your circumstance is. Eric, I think it's on you.
Okay. 1.
1.
Vagabond.
Vagabonds. Monsters. Okay.
I'm ready for some monsters now that I have a tail.
Obviously, these vagabonds were drawn to, and these are only level 2 monsters. I think you guys are way more powerful than that right now. These vagabonds arrive looking to get these crystal shards from you, and they attack. So everyone, tell me what ability you're going to use to attack with, and I will roll to see what kind of damage they do to you.
Now, what kind of actions are they capable of doing?
They have their most basic attack is they'll do damage to one person. Then they have the ability to drain your energy, and then they have a group attack action that heals them.
Okay. Because one of my things involves choosing. I choose one action, and then if an opponent uses that action this round, they suffer damage.
Okay, so they have 50% chance of attacking you, 20% chance. It's 1 in 3 chance of attacking you, 4 in 5 chance. You can look at their card here. Do you want to choose one?
No, it's fine. I
Okay.
just wanted to.
They're
See,
most
if-
likely
if-
is their basic attack.
So I would just say attack or like defend or something like that. But I'll just use my telekinetic barrage again.
Okay, sounds good. So everybody, tell me what your damage is you're doing, or what your attack is you're doing.
I'm going
So
to do the
it's
triggered assaults for 5.
5. Great.
But
And there's also great.
Yeah. Well, we haven't defeated the humanoids, so.
Hey, yes.
We'll
As soon as we
defeat
defeat them, the
right
Tree
now.
Keen will gain it. Okay. Thank you, Jonathan. So your Tree Keen's going to gain a racial ability bonus for killing humanoids, which is cool. All right, sir.
I mean, I think I'm gonna bash
Because you're extremely good at this now.
very good at it.
I love it. Okay, and Eric, what are you going to do?
Telekinetic barrage.
Telekinetic barrage, which will do how much damage?
7.
Okay, well, guys, this is plenty of damage to beat these guys. Let's see what I rolled for them. Single target health. Roll a 10-sided die. On a result of 4 or less, this attack is corrosive. So one of you is going to take 4 points of damage. I'm just going to roll randomly to determine who that is. You're 1. Okay.
David, you take it.
David,
take it.
you're 4.
1.
Damn
Okay.
it.
Mason, you're Crunch, I believe, right? Okay. Crunch, you take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll a 10-sided die. If the result is 4 or less, the attack is corrosive. The attack is corrosive, which means that... Ooh, yes. Don't know, actually. Let's see here. Corrosive means... Here it is. Damage cannot be healed the round in which it is suffered. That's okay because you obliterate these guys. They are absolutely crushed into the dust. They take damage from your conductive flesh anyway. No power-ups from defeating these guys. You each gain 3 gold and 4 food.
Okay.
Okay. And once again, so I'm kind of showing you guys how this goes. You see how you could just run this by yourselves pretty
Yeah.
easily. And I could just be a player as well, and we're just drawing cards and kind of going through it, debating stuff. Replace our circumstance card with a new thing. Circumstance resolved. Okay, I'm going to see if the Ravager reappears. He does.
So we should like murder this thing, or
Yeah,
we
so
like
we
make
murder
friends?
it. We murder it.
You might be a little low level to murder it. I think what
okay.
we should do
So are they?
is get you guys to a boss fight here at some point. We're kind of stuck wandering the wastes until we find a caravan tile out here in the waste somewhere, which will have a little camel on it, and that'll let you.
So are the mutations a little similar to? Because I noticed we haven't been getting items. Because I remember items in the last version of the game. So is it like mutations are more of what we do?
Item.
Yeah, because the items would like power you up and then give you a bunch of stuff.
There are fewer items, but there are items in this game.
Okay.
There are fewer like markets and things like that to go to, but there are.
Is it not having played the last game? Is that because now we're more in like this desert wasteland, and so there's just not as much.
There's a whole bazaar
Opportunity.
bazaar items that you can find in bazaars, and then each individual city that you guys can encounter on the map has their own special items you can only get there.
And to spend our gold, we need to be in a city. Like
To buy items, I believe.
What about to like buy energy and that kind of stuff?
I have not seen anything in the rules that say you can't just spend gold to upgrade your powers. And since we're playing a shorter game, I think go ahead and spend your gold to buy up your strength and your attacks if you want to do that right now. Normally, I think I would say you'd have to be in a city, but I think we'll just go ahead and hand wave it for this particular moment.
All right, I'm gonna up my energy a bit.
Okay. So since
9.
since we're playing this kind of more sped up version, normally the Ravager doesn't quite start going so fast, but he's going to determine. I'm going to determine where he bursts out of the ground now, and attacks on this turn, revealing the Ravager.
2 gold here. And 2, 16.
Okay. So there are some Ravager nodes where he could appear. He could appear at any of those 3. 2. The worm erupts from the ground
Doing the worm.
here. The end of your turn, which is going to create a new remnant crystal, etc., etc. Okay, back to your guys' turn. You can move. One thing that might be interesting to look for is to try and find. There are bosses out here in the wastes, and there are caravan tiles. To move things along, let's choose some instead of placing randomly, so you guys have a chance to see this other aspect of the game.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, which direction do you guys want to go? Who chose last time?
I chose.
Mason.
Let's head out that way.
Okay. 1,
Run away from that worm.
Run away! Oh, no.
3, and you guys encounter what could be a boss tile right there. I'll go ahead and reveal this guy here as well. Put him like this. Okay, so I've just revealed a couple hexes on the map. Not strictly necessary. This is a caravan hex, which will let you travel to a corresponding caravan hex on the maps here. But before we do that, there is a boss tile that popped up. Hello, thanks for the resub, guys.
Thanks.
This boss has a number 3 above his head, which means the bosses go from easiest, rank 1, to hardest, rank 10, the Ravager Worm. I think it would be interesting for you guys to encounter a boss right now.
Yeah.
So let's see if you get there first. You're still traveling. There's a chance you might just wander randomly. So let's go ahead and roll navigate and see if somebody succeeds. I think your navigations are like through the roof right now.
We're
Pretty
okay.
good, yeah.
Pretty
Great.
good.
Go ahead and roll to see if you find your golds. Roll to see if you have to eat food.
Good on all of it.
This is the first time I haven't had to eat food.
Okay, good. Hungry boy.
I find some gold. I don't eat food.
Excellent. Go ahead and mark down your gold, get your food, and you got your favorite enemy are humanoids because
Yeah.
you've been killing so many.
Yeah.
Great. As you arrive in this hex without having to wander, we don't roll for circumstance this time because you ended your movement in a boss hex. You face down Amin Zoo.
Yeah, we do.
So this is a placard. We have a bunch of monster bosses you can fight. The Scorpion King. Type monstrous humanoid. Does anyone have that as a favorite enemy?
Humanoids.
Me and him.
Monstrous humanoid.
Oh, no.
Oh, monsters.
Sorry.
I just have humanoid.
I have to defeat 2 of them. Then
I think, anyway. Okay.
It's not monstrous / humanoid.
No.
right.
There's a possibility that this
I'm
will
just,
play
I'm just
differently. BS.
going back because I have humanoid.
Yeah,
I
that's the
know.
only reason.
Well, you're out of
How
luck.
can I make this
Yeah.
work for me?
Yeah, I can write. Do you have a pen that I can write in monstrous in front of
Pushing
it?
your
Yeah,
luck,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Okay, so he has more buffed up stats than what you guys have. So he also has a passive ability. What do we know about him? At the end of each declaration phase, let's go through combat. So this is exactly like we've been doing it before, except a little more dangerous now. We're going to start by declaring your hero actions again. This guy has 50 health, 40 energy.
That's more.
He's a little beefier.
Yeah.
But I
A
think
little bit. We
But
can
you
take
guys are ridiculously strong, so I think this might go okay for you. Let's go ahead and roll, or tell me what your attacks are going to be, starting with Mason again.
I'm going to use my specialty trap.
Okay, specialty trap.
Mm-hmm.
How much damage will that do?
That'll do 10 points of damage.
Okay, anything else I need to know about that trap?
Nope, just that it cost me some energon.
Okay, spend your energy. Brian, what are you doing?
I'd like to do the. I'd like to use my rage, but
It's
maybe you can hit
complicated.
me. Well, maybe I'm just not.
You need to spend,
Understanding.
so first you'll have to spend 1 energy. You may sacrifice health equal twice to your rage rank. So your rage rank is 4, so you can spend up to 8 health. Rage deals health damage to an opponent equal to the bash rank, which is 13, plus your rage rank, which is 4. So we're up to 17 there. Plus 1 damage per health you sacrificed, which could be up to 8. So it does a base amount of 17 damage, plus up to an additional 8. Basically, you can sacrifice up to 8 more health to do 1 point of damage on like a 1-to-1 basis.
Gotcha.
Yes. So it does 17 damage, and then do you want to sacrifice any health to do extra damage?
Yeah, I'll sacrifice a bit. I'll sacrifice.
You can do up to 8 if you want.
Yeah, I'll go full rage. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so 17 plus 8, 23? I think
17 plus 8 is 25.
25. Crap. How much was your attack doing?
10.
10. Okay, very good.
And that cost me 1 energy, right?
It costs you the 1 energy it costs there, and you mark down your 8 health as well. You can write, yeah, cool.
all right.
I keep doing that. That's
Me too.
problematic for
I
me.
did that too. Okay, Eric, what is your attack?
I'm
or
going to be a
choice?
little complicated because as a scion, each round I may declare 2 different actions instead of the 1, spending the additional energy equal to the difference between both stats. So I'm going to do telekinetic barrage and mind tap.
Okay.
And I will say attack. If he attacks, then he suffers mind tap. So he gets telekinetic barrage, the 7 from that. And then if he happens to attack, then mind tap happens.
If he happens to attack. So he's definitely taking 7. And if he attacks, then something else happens.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a little complicated. Go Scions. Okay, now I'm going to roll my encounter actions. I roll my d6 to see what happens. And again, normally we would just roll this at the table. He defends.
Oh, okay. He does not suffer mind tap then.
So the total amount of damage you guys would have dealt was 35 plus 7, 42 out of his 50. That's pretty good. However, reduce all damage dealt to Amanzu by half this round. If he suffers 10 or more damage, he immediately delivers a vicious sting. Okay. Venomous sting. Give me a second. Okay, so instead he only takes 21 damage, taking him down to 29. Yes. Okay. He's at 29 health. However, because he took more than 10, one of you is going to be targeted with a venomous sting. Everyone roll a d6, and whoever gets lowest or highest, we'll say, gets targeted.
I got a 5.
5.
You all rolled 5s?
Yep.
Try again.
1.
Hex.
1.
What's
1.
Hex? Is Hex,
Hex
not
is
1?
oh no, Hex is high on this
Hex
one.
Hex
is
is 6.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have
so
done it. I should have done it the other way because
So
Hex is
me.
the best. But okay, so sorry,
So
you
me.
get targeted.
I'll take it. I'm odd man out too because I got the same one, so it's.
Okay, you become poisoned
I want that.
Yes, right now. And you suffer 4 health damage for each 4 health damage for each instance of poison that you have. And poison specifically does. And you're going to lose 1 health each round of combat at the beginning of your phase.
So you lost 4, then you're going to lose 1 at the beginning of next round.
So you're going to lose 5, basically. You also can no longer spend any energy unless you pass a survival roll first.
Okay, but because he attacks me, I have my tail,
Oh gosh,
which is
how
a
does that do?
counterattack,
Okay,
and I whip it right. I deal
exactly. Bash damage, basically. What does it say?
you may counterattack an opponent after they target you, dealing health damage equal to half your attack rank.
Okay, your attack rank is 15?
No, it's
13.
13,
So
so
half
he
that.
takes 6 or 7.
Okay, let's go 6. Sounds good. So he takes 6 from that. Great. So he's actually 35. He's taking 35 points of damage. You take 4 points of damage, and then 1 on the start of your turn.
Which is now.
Yeah, which is right now.
So 1 more. I'm real beat up.
Yeah, you give 8 health to this guy to nail him. Too bad he defended.
And I can't use energy unless I do
A survival check first.
Okay.
Okay, and back around to the top. What's everyone doing? We'll start with Mace again.
I'm going to go ahead and use my specialty trap again since I'm not restricted from using energy.
How much is that going to do to him?
10.
Okay. So he's taking 35 so far, so that'll do another 10. Okay. Brian?
I'm good. I'm just gonna old-fashioned bash him.
Bash him will do
13.
13.
Old-fashioned bashing.
And then I'll just do kinetic barrage for 7.
Try it for 7. Okay, so if all these hit, you'll finish him off, but let's see what he does. 3. Desert Shroud. Targets group health. You're all going to take 4 damage.
No.
And you all have to make a survival check.
I drop.
If you fail your survival check, all heroes fail. If you fail, you become trapped. If everyone fails, you get attacked immediately. Okay, so let's see what happens first. So all of you take 4. This all resolves at the same time, by the way.
Yeah.
So you drive him to the ground with your blast. The telekinetic barrage brings him to his knees. 35, 45. Actually, your attack brings him to his knees. He goes down hard. You all take 4 damage because that happens at the same time.
That drops me.
Okay, great. And
I don't
then
know what that
let me
means,
see if we
but-
need to figure out trap. Okay. You would be trapped, but we don't have to worry about that right now because combat ends. You're alive, and you're alive, Eric and Mace, I assume. We don't have to figure out if you're trapped or not because he
Yes.
starts to trap you and then dies. You are at 0. So
I also have this thing, Endure.
Oh, yeah.
Endure automatically activates when you die in combat and have at least 1 energy remaining.
this would absolutely happen right now.
Once you activate, you gain a pool of temporary health equal to Snarling Defense rank plus twice your Endure rank.
So it's, so it'd be
Got it.
6 plus 8.
But if you're still injured at the end of combat, you die anyway.
Plus, I think you're poisoned, so you can't spend energy. Or does it require?
Well, I
anything
Without
to do
a
it?
survival. What was that?
What's that? So I think your Endure kicks in, but I think if you keep reading the powers there, you basically are...
Any healing received while this is active
can any of you
Ends the
heal this
effect.
guy?
and brings you
Nope.
to one.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's say, because we haven't really had a chance to actually buy things in the bazaars yet, we better say you guys have some poultices and things like that you found. So, would anyone like to spend 1 gold to bring this guy up from 0?
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay. This is our first combat, so I won't hold you guys hold your feet to the flame. Basically,
It's been fun playing with you.
Yeah. So they're kind of knowing that he was beefy. I could have done it like a defensive thing instead, and it would have been harder for him to hit.
knowing that he was almost dead and expecting these 2 guys to succeed, you could have gone defend. You
Yeah.
would have absorbed how many points of damage from that?
6.
6. So it would have stopped the attack. You still would have taken 1 point of damage from your poison.
Gotcha. So I probably would have if I
Done
was
that.
not an idiot.
Yeah, or if you had a potion, you would have taken your potion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, just to kind of feel this out. So, good news is, Amanzu falls before you. You gain all sorts of
So
crazy stuff.
I have 1 point of health.
We'll put you at 1. Unfortunately, you're also still.
I'm still poisoned.
You are still poisoned, and that carries over out of combat.
But didn't I just have to do a survival or something?
That was for the other ability. If you're poisoned, you're going to take at the beginning of each round in your movement phase, you take 1 damage, and you also still have to make a survival check to remove the condition. You actually have to make the survival roll successfully 3 times in a row to remove poison from you. So
I'm just going to drop again.
you should probably camp
Yeah.
to restore health.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It removes all conditions if we camp.
Does it?
Oh, and also
We have that caravan.
we've got
guys.
wandering gypsies.
Oh yeah, I could wandering gypsy
It
myself.
doesn't
right?
remove conditions if you camp.
But we have wandering gypsies.
Who
which,
remove the
what does
conditions?
that do?
You could do that.
It
removes all conditions, but you have to get rid of
Keep
your
this card. You may discard it to heal the group's lost vitals and negate all effects, conditions, starvation, health. So we can have our gypsies come and save us.
Okay.
You need Scorpion King anti-venom. I got it for
Before we do that,
Okay.
we're going to do a couple cool things. So you guys get loot off of this guy's body. First thing you gain is 4 power-up cards. So let's see what these go. And your
+1 to explore and survival.
okay, a lot of those.
Favorite opponent. You gain a heightened skill against each of your favorite opponents. When you roll a favorite opponent damage, roll the pyramid along with the 6-sided both dice HEXplode, the result of a hex. This effect of the card stacks on itself. So I guess we do extra damage against our favorite enemies. You roll a
Okay, you do even more extra damage against your favorite enemies. Okay.
evolve. Your mutation are growing stronger. This power-up becomes a copy of the mutation you have. If you do not have a mutation, gain the bonus set. So we gain an extra. Our mutation doubles basically.
Oh, so my each additional. So I'm adding my +3.
No, you gain. It's basically like you drew this again. So you have a second tail.
What? Is that really what it does?
Yeah, this
no.
this power-up becomes a copy of one of your mutations, and since we each have the one mutation, so
I'm like Blanca over here.
Let's choose. That is crazy. All right, that's fine.
Oh,
That's
this says on the card though, each additional tail mutation you possess
yeah.
boosts the damage by 3.
Oh
okay,
yeah,
there you go.
So-
So it's like you have an additional one. You grow to size
So I'm
6,
so I'm tail times 2.
tail times 2, and your electric skin times 2.
Yeah.
So it might say each conductive
it was
flesh.
It was 5. Now
Doubles
it's going to be
is-
10.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, your Blanca wishes he was you.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then one more.
so we get one more. Insane.
We get +1 energy, which is
Great.
good because I just lost one.
All right.
You guys gain +1 energy. And
I got bigger.
you're getting gigantic.
Yeah.
I got 2 tails.
In addition, everyone gains +3 to their defense for beating this guy. As you scavenge his protective carapace from him. Check your mutations out as well. Brian, you gain a bonus anytime you gain defense.
Oh,
And Eric, you gain a bonus anytime you
Is that
gain energy.
is that only each additional time, or should I have added one already?
It's the first time. Did you gain a defense before when you had this? Each
I
time
didn't.
you gain it, each time you gain defensive power up, you gain that boost. So each time you would gain +1 if there was any of these.
I'm super defensive now.
You're outrageous. You guys are getting good. Okay, you also find. Oh shoot! Only one of you gets that +3 to defense.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
that's fine.
Sorry. There's group rewards and single rewards. Okay.
Well, I don't think I should get it. I died.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're a big tank.
Yeah, you should survive.
Okay.
All right, we'll give it to you. All right. You also find a magic item, the Belt of Many Pouches. Belt of Many Pouches lets you use an item. Only one of you gets this in combat, even if you're doing something else. Normally, you have to defend to use an item. So, so one of you write that down. We don't have really any items yet.
Not it.
Eric, we're gonna give it to you.
Okay.
Belt of Many Pouches. Everyone gains 8 gold, 1 food, and 3 platinum pieces. 8 gold, 1 food, 3 platinum pieces. A platinum piece is worth 100 gold. But you can't exactly trade it in for gold. You can only use it to buy like really special, cool things. Okay. Good job, you killed a boss. Anything else you gained from that? No. You defeated the bad guy. Are you using your card to get rid of your poison condition?
I think I need to, yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, we'll take your poison
And then
condition away.
And then we all
Heal
heal
up.
up.
All heal up.
Yeah. Do we,
Now that we've got a bunch of gold and stuff,
Yeah, I think this is the time we want to go into town.
do we,
Let's say you
do
guys-
we additionally, does the Wandering Two Pieces that clear our energies too? Or raise our energies back up?
did you give me this? Yes. Yes, all health, all vitals, and you are no longer poisoned. So everybody's up to full on everything. Good job, guys. Cool.
Cool.
Let's send you back into town, do some purchasing, and then have a final showdown with our death worm.
Great.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, you guys make your way over to the caravan. Normally we'd roll navigate and survival and food. I think all of your guys' stats are like at 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So we'll just skip that for now. Roll for food at least, everybody, because that's the only one that's going to have a big impact.
Food survival.
sure.
Oh yeah, roll for them all, and
I-
let's see if and explore. Let's see if you get gold. That
Yeah.
gold's always going to.
I mean, I eat a lot.
Yeah, you sure do now.
I'm a hungry boy.
I actually don't navigate.
Yeah, I fail navigate. I crit fail navigation.
Oh, this guy is going to go back under. You guys, okay? Did
I got
anyone?
you guys.
Okay. But I didn't have to eat.
Just lift me high up in the air
Yeah.
and I'll shoot it that way.
That way.
I'm like 10 feet tall now.
Yeah, I like that you're more gigantic than the giant. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, he goes underground at the end of last turn. Caravan encounter back to town. Let's roll a d4 to see randomly which town you guys end up in. Max, you want to go ahead and roll a d4 for me?
Sure. Let's do one of these guys.
Okay.
2.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. You're going to end up in...
Burbank.
Forora, the free city of knowledge. Oh no, that's 1. Hex. And you might be good enough. Are my other cities down here? Probably. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to hand this out. This is the bazaar. You can buy all these things, and you're also going to be able to buy. It's a bazaar card for you.
Oh, thank you.
All those things can be purchased. In addition, you're going to be able to buy the rare things that are only available in this one town. Who I definitely have right over here. Cool. We're going to say it's Ferrora, the city of knowledge.
Okay.
Okay, so this has additional items that you can buy. Just here at the bottom. But before we get there, you guys start looking and buying what you want now. We're going to do a little bit of a caravan encounter because we haven't had caravans yet. Okay. Caravans. So basically when you guys go and travel through the wastes, first we determine who our caravan master is. Ishitak, the Dune Runner, meets you in the wastes with his big train of caravans that are going to take you along. This eccentric gnome has 4 arms and is a tinkerer by trade. He has built a massive functioning silt skimmer, rumored to be as large as a dragon. This unique contraption slowly moves across the sand, but sails as swift as a hawk through the silt. The Dune Runners are interested in gathering Ravager crystals. One thing is certain, Ishitak has a secretive plan for their use. Oh. I've done this wrong. Sorry. This guy wants to travel to a particular town, not necessarily the town you guys want to go to. He wants to take you to the town of Nemesiat. If you want to make him go somewhere else, someone has to pay him 4 gold to bribe him.
I think we need to go to that one because it's got the crystals at the very bottom.
Yes, crystal things.
That we can
Nemesiat
use
does
as the
not.
Ravager.
Okay. Would you guys like to
Nemesiat
bribe
has it
him
too.
4 gold to make him go to that town?
Yeah, I'll pay the 4 gold.
Okay.
I'll pitch in.
All right,
We'll
two and
have
two.
these.
Okay, so you guys end up going to this town. Let's see. Along the way, though, you guys might have a chance to get some cool things. Okay. Caravans transport the group to and from the waste. We flip over a new caravan master, each time you guys ride a caravan. So this is Ishtiak, but you guys could have ended up with Borutus the Wise or Hana the Wind Maiden. In this case, we've got Ishtiak. The heroes may join the caravan at the end of the event phase, which you did. When you do so, draw a number of caravan events based on the number of heroes playing. In this case, I believe we have, 3. Great. 3 caravan events down on the table. You heroes may choose to play through any or all of these caravan events, performing any tests as necessary, fighting any bad guys. If you choose not to do that, you end up, the caravan gets attacked and possibly wrecked.
Oh, I got one.
I got one of those.
Yeah.
At the end of the journey, all heroes must spend food equal to the amount of cards drawn, in this case 3. Then we move to the villain phase. Okay, so I will give you the quick breakdown of your 3 possible events. You can choose to do any or all of these. The last few days have been uneventful, calm journey. The caravan has pushed far, moving faster than usual. Things are going surprisingly well. Each hero may choose to make an explore check. If you succeed, you gain 4 gold.
You're doing that one.
Yep.
Yep.
You all gain 4 gold. Okay. Salt Flats. The caravan is moving across dangerous terrain. Immense white salt flats stretch to the horizon. The sun seems amplified and intense, making your journey much more difficult. Any health dealt by this event is non-lethal. So guys, you're going to have to give us, I need a explore and a survival check. We need,
Wait, that's good.
yeah, you're trying to roll under.
Okay.
Okay, if you fail, you're going to lose 2 energy.
Succeed.
Anyone fail?
Nope.
Nope, everyone succeeded. Great. All right, last, volcanic ashland. The caravan is moving across dangerous terrain. The ashlands here are crisscrossed with rivers of bubbling lava. It will take some time to find a better way across. Any hero who attempts this caravan event suffers 5 energy drain. If you choose not to, the caravan suffers this 5 energy drain. It targets this guy, and if it defeats them, you're going to run into some issues. Basically, if you help out the caravan, you gain bonuses. If you don't necessarily gain anything at the end of the encounter. You guys have 5 energy you want to give up?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
We each give up 5 energy?
Only if you want to compete. Now, if you do want to compete, you're going to have to make a defense check and a survival check. And if both of those succeed, then the caravan isn't affected. If they fail, if either one of those fails, then the caravan gets hit anyway. So you're basically saying, I give up 5 energy for the chance to prevent the caravan from getting dinged.
Okay.
Depends on how much of a hero you are.
I think I want to give it a shot.
You're a goblin trap maker. Of course you're a hero. Okay, so give me...
I'll do it as well.
Okay, so you each lose 5 energy for that. Go ahead, give me a defense and a survival roll.
Okay.
So my defense, because it's higher, I crit on more numbers, right?
Yeah.
So you want to roll high?
You want to try and low under your survival and your defense.
Okay, cool. Then I do that for my defense.
To succeed?
I crit my
Great.
defense, and I make my survival.
Okay.
Botch my survival.
Fortunately, because you crit your defense, that reduces the level you needed by 4. If you subtract 4 from that, do you still succeed?
Oh, I totally succeed.
Great. So this is how where your crit made it easier for him.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys both succeed. You've lost your energy, but you've helped them get across the wasteland. Great. In addition, I have to draw one last caravan event card. That's the last line of text here. Draw another caravan event. Salt Flats.
You die.
Salt Flats. Immense white salt flats again. You're going to have to, guys... debilitated until the end of the caravan journey. Okay, we need to succeed on an explore and a survival check. If you fail, the caravan will take 3 points of energy drain.
Making them both.
Got them both.
Made them both? Great. Salt Flat passes. You don't fail. You guys finally finish and arrive out of the caravan. You're reducing the amount of damage that the event does. Ah, I see. Thank you very much. So this critical successes were actually reducing the damage of
Oh, yeah. So succeeding at like the first 3 made the 4th one not as bad. Or
It should within that particular event, the one you crit on would have reduced the amount of energy drain you guys would have succeeded.
okay.
I think the result would be about the same, so we'll push for it. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Now, you guys do have to consume 6 food as you exit the caravan journey. That was based on the amount of time it took you guys to pass. Discard those. Each attack will get discarded as well.
This is a full day of food for me.
Just one regular day of food.
That was a lot of food for me.
You guys arrive in the city. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a chance to buy up, spend your gold on anything you want to spend it on, purchase any of the things that are available in that town, and if you guys are ready, then we'll throw you into the final encounter with Shurax.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, the Ravager of Shurax.
definitely rank this up 1.
Okay.
I saw that we could get King's Elixir.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna get 2 of those.
Yeah, I was gonna load up on that.
That's a good idea.
I grabbed a King's Elixir as well, and I grabbed 2 Iron Skill potions as well.
Cool.
And these crystals, these cost crystals too.
Yes, cost crystals.
We don't have any
We have
crystals.
5.
You have 5 crystals.
Oh, we do?
We
Yeah.
need 6.
We need 6. So we
Darn.
Dang.
don't. Okay.
Let's see. Well, so you've just got crystals, but not enough. What would it have given you if you were kind of speed running?
It
through
basically
the end here?
it gives us 10 piercing energy. So basically, or reduces its outlast value by 2. It's basically like just like a
Okay.
solid hit against this creature.
Let's go ahead and give you guys that. We'll say you got 6 crystals. So once again, guys, I'm running a very condensed version. Obviously, we're just taking a little longer as we feel up the learning curve of this one. But I think we're already picking up on how much smoother it goes the more we go through it. So we say you guys purchase your stuff. There are, by the way, tons more boss battles we could have encountered. Everyone from Cricket to the twins,
Oh yeah, we needed to fight those twins.
the glass golem. Would have been really cool.
So we could have just been like kind of leveling up as we're doing this, right? You know, we're gonna get heftier or get killed or and yeah.
Yes,
You know, okay.
exactly. So let's go ahead and say, again, because we're just kind of speeding through this a little bit here, we'll go ahead and give everybody 2 more power-up cards just to kind of say, hey, you guys were leveling up a little more.
+1 energy.
Great.
+1 health.
Great.
Perfect. Look good.
Everyone gains +1 energy, +1 health. And we're going to see how this goes. Now, this boss is going to be very difficult.
Now, can I have used one of my
Oh, there's where my guy was.
potions to fix my
You can
energy,
spend,
or
you can
can we
spend
have
1
rested?
gold. By spending 1 gold in town, you recover all health and energy.
I'll do that happily.
Okay. You guys should spend all the gold you can.
Yep. I spent all my gold.
Done and done.
You guys are loaded up on food.
I have two gold. Is there anything worth a darn with 2 gold?
You can also upgrade your character.
Where's the market sheet?
Oh yeah, let's find.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have anything that I can do for 2.
Yeah, I think you.
Well, like you got abilities on the left, right?
Yeah, they're all just too hefty.
So we
Alright.
put you guys up here because that's where you are. There's a lot of stuff we didn't quite see. There's so many cool encounters. There's a genie's lamp. There's all sorts of additional missions, caravan encounters. We did a little bit in the gladiator pits. But before you guys can even experience the trading in the schools of the cities or dealing with some of the city-based missions and things like that, kaboom! Shurax, the Ravager, bursts up from the ground and assaults y'all. This is what, or Shurax's Ravager, I said. This is what our guy looks like here. He has 2 placards that sit next to each other
Oh,
to
yeah.
represent his enormous and deadly size. Okay. He's a titanic creature, which means
This is one of our favorites, right? Or do we not get to do
you
that?
guys do have him as your favorite.
Well, you did. I didn't.
I do.
Because I haven't defeated 2 of them.
Okay, he's a favored creature. Favored opponent.
And so you guys get extra damage against them.
Yeah. You guys roll basically an extra D6 and going to do that much
And a
extra
D4.
damage. Oh, and a D4.
Yeah,
so
with the other card we pulled. So it's a D6 and a D4 for your damages against them.
for additional damage. You're going to need it because this guy has 3 health pools. 200 health, 150 health, and 150 health. And if they aren't all targeted at the same time, as if one of those hits 0 but the other ones don't, basically his other things power up. He starts raging out more and more. So we'll see how this goes. Shurax, the Ravager of Shurax, a titanic creature, bursts from the ground just outside of town. The only hope, the only possible salvation for the poor city of, what city are we in? Forora. Forora is to defeat it here now. Can you manage that? So just like always, you guys go ahead, tell me what are your attacks you're going to be doing. I would say don't hold anything back. Starting with Mace. What do
I'm
you
gonna
do?
flee.
Okay. Leaving everyone to die. Is that your... Oh, that's your defense.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to take... That'll reduce any incoming attacks by 8.
And if he attacks me, he will take 10 points damage.
Oh, that's really good. And you also can use an item if you want as a result as well. Okay.
I should have
Brian.
an offensive item. I will... I mean, I think I still need to rage against him.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of a better thing to do.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna rage, sacrifice.
Yeah, just watch your health totals.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sacrifice 1 health.
Okay.
Right. Because that just lets me rage, right?
I would put it that
I
way.
keep doing that.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I'm like, oh, let me just erase it. I'll remember what it is.
Yeah.
But I won't, guys. And then I'm going, so I'll do my rage, which is...
So I think you get the damage.
Yeah, I don't know if I added these
Yeah,
right yet, because I did them before, so...
Yeah, it would...
So it's 1 health plus...
So, yeah, it would be the
Giant worm.
energy, or it would be... it would be 4 plus 13 is your damage for rage.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, adding that. Yeah, so 17 damage
Plus whatever you're
plus
rolling.
my roll,
Mhm.
which is another 4.
So for
21,
plus any health that you spent on your rage.
which is 1.
So 22. Nice. Okay. I will say, I think, yes, because I'm kind of speeding through. We haven't gotten a full feel for all of our abilities, but I think that would be a little smoother if we were playing this at its regular pace.
For sure.
Yeah, because as it updates, you change it. I'm going to do what I did previously. I'm going to do 2 actions as a Scion. I'm going to do my defensive mental manifestation attack, but then also mind tap. And because it's rank 6 now, it will be if the worm attacks or defends, it suffers mind tap.
Great. Okay, so the way the Ravager fights, because he is so enormous, I roll and either every attack on one side, on this side of the placard, all trigger at once, or every attack on this side of the placard triggered at once. So in this case, his cosmic strength, impenetrable plating, and radioactive aura all activate. That's rough.
And because why not? I have the bag of many pouches. I can then also use an item. So I'm going to use that crystal to deal 10 piercing energy damage or reduce its outlast value by 2.
Okay, he doesn't have an outlast value, so we'll just do 10 damage.
Yeah.
And what was that? Your base damage you did?
I did a defensive, and then
Okay.
if it attacks or defends,
Which of your... Do you guys want to be targeting his cosmic strength, his impenetrable plating, or his radioactive aura? When one of those is reduced to 0, he can no longer use that ability. I'll tell you what they do to you first, so you can decide.
Yeah.
Cosmic strength. So as you guys rush at this thing and attack him, like ants attacking a giant worm, all targets in the group suffer 6 health damage. And you have to make a navigate check. If you succeed, you only take half as much.
All right, and if he attacks me, he takes additional...
He does. How much more does he take?
He takes 9 additional, I believe.
Okay.
Because I have 2 tails, so it's half and then plus 3.
Great. So he's up to... Takes 41 damage.
and he takes for attacking me, he takes 13 from mind tap.
Okay.
And for attacking me, he's going to take 16.
Nice. I was worried about you guys.
And then
He's taken 70 points of damage against his cosmic strength. If anyone fail on their navigate check,
No.
so you guys only take 3 instead.
Okay, and because I did defense, it's reduced.
Okay. Yes, by your defense value.
Okay, so I don't take any damage.
Ditto.
Unfortunately, from your 70 points of damage, his impenetrable plating blocks 40 of it. Everyone make an explore check. If you fail, you cannot deal piercing damage this round.
Crit success.
Success.
You guys are good. Okay. Block applies to any of his vitals, beginning with energy. Great. 10 points of that was piercing. So instead of taking 40, instead of taking 70, he only takes 30. Yes, so I think that's fine. Okay. Boop. Finally, radioactive aura. This targets your group health and energy. Each target suffers 4 health and energy damage. So you're going to lose another 4 health, another 4 energy. That would be blocked by your defense again, I believe.
Okay.
And
Including the energy?
you all, not the energy.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And make a survival check. If you fail, you will be burned and gain heat exhaustion.
I fail.
Ooh, yeah, rarely happens. You lose 3 health at the beginning of each round,
Oh.
Yikes.
and anytime you're healed, you heal 3 less health. And this damage stacks, so the next time he hits you with that, you'll lose 6 health, etc., etc. Oh no, sorry. It just reduces how much you can heal. So you take 3 damage. Anyone else fail?
No.
That's it? Okay, great. Okay, so he's taken 30 points of damage. Great. Your turn again. What do you do?
I'm going to drink one of my potions, my King's Elixir.
Sounds good. You, sir?
I will use. I'm gonna rage one more time.
Okay, go ahead. You'll tell me how much damage. So it's 17 plus 18, 19.
18, yeah, 17, 20.
Okay, 20, and then plus how much damage are you?
I'm just taking one little health off, yes.
Okay.
That's with it. That's 20 with
Okay.
it.
And Eric?
Spend an energy telekinetic barrage for 7, and then mind tap if he attacks or defends.
Does the defend value first get rid of his block amount? He's recommending you guys take down his impenetrable plating,
Yeah.
so we will do that. Okay.
Yeah. So if he attacks me, he takes more damage.
He does. In fact, he hits all of you guys again. So give me your navigate, all 3 of your skill checks basically again, and let me know if you fail any of them.
He takes an extra 13.
Okay.
And he takes an extra 9 from me.
An extra 19 from me.
Great.
And I fail explore.
I fail navigate.
Okay, if you failed your explore check, sorry. Okay, if you failed navigate, you take 6 damage. Otherwise, you guys take 3. If you failed your explore check, that doesn't matter too much because he just blocks a ton of damage anyway. And then if everyone else everyone succeed on survival. Yes, so everyone takes 4 health and 4 energy if you succeeded on survival. So you took a total of, if you, except for you, everyone takes 7 health, 3 energy. You take 10 health, 3 energy. How you guys doing? Still alive?
Yeah,
Barely.
beat up.
Okay. Let me figure all my damage bonuses you guys told me. So it's 20, that's 33, that's 43, plus 18. 50. Okay. His 61 damage is reduced by 40, so he takes 21. So he's down to 51. Okay, good news is he only has 100 points of armor left in his impenetrable plating.
Oh, good.
You may have been off more than you can chew this time.
I mean,
guys.
it really feels like it because,
Yeah, I think so. I think we kind of see which way this is going.
Mhm.
What's everyone health totals at
I'm
right
at
now?
5 right now.
8.
2.
Okay, great. So you're all guaranteed going to take a minimum of 7 points of health damage right now. Which would take down you,
Yep.
leave you just barely standing.
Oh, because of the next thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's got 3 attacks that he does.
Every
Gotcha.
single time, each time. Yes, they are rolling their favorite opponent damage.
Yes.
So what I did is I threw you guys into this fight twice as fast as we should have.
Sure.
Should have been way more powerful. Thank you. Yes, Jonathan's rooting for you guys.
King's Elixir gives
Yeah,
you
but if you
heal
heal
10.
4 but you take 7, you're still going down 3 each turn, so.
You're right, Jonathan. They probably stand a chance, and we could fight this out, but unfortunately we're out of time for our session right now. So, and that's only half of
We
his-
part ways as friends.
We part, yes.
We were friends?
With the worm, you could shake hands, and he realizes you guys are really worth it after all.
Yeah.
Aw.
You guys get completely, probably consumed by this thing.
No, I like to think we're like this is like, you know, the crabs, like there are crabs that are like heavily armored, but the spitting ants will spit acid in their eyes, and then they
Yes.
go blind, and then they eat them from the inside.
Yes, that's a good way. You guys, well, at the very least, you guys were definitely a mouthful. You guys were like,
Especially me.
yeah, you guys were pretty
Yeah.
pretty
Big.
I feel like this is probably your real size on the map.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. So unfortunately, we ran out of time here. You guys can see, I hope, how much content there is in this
That's
game.
awesome.
Yeah.
It is on Kickstarter right now, and only for the next 3 days. There are so many stretch goals unlocked. Check it out. It's called Sands of Shurax, Shurax, or just look for HEXplore it. It is the third in a series of super fun and awesome games. Check it out. You guys will really, really like it. If you enjoyed any of the stuff we got into, think of how much fun it is to explore everything else that's inside.
And there's a ton of like, I mean, before we even tune in, there's so many characters and so many, like, you could just play this over, and I mean, you could have a ball just kind of
Here's
diving
a
in.
stack of just the character classes that we had to choose from previous edition here. There's so many. There's new ones in every new edition that come out. Each one is a full game you can play by itself. They could be combined with other games that we've played before. You really get this feeling, though, of leveling up your character, taking them to like new places, meeting new things, going on quests. Yeah, I hope that gave you guys a little bit of a sense of the mechanics that are at play in this game. There's also 4 different win conditions. So you guys could have tried to have just, let's say your win condition was actually all along to destroy this town. And you were just trying to lure him there. There's a way to do that.
That's pretty cool, too.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
As we're about to fall, we say the secret word tapestry, and we know that means it's time to leave, and then the city is destroyed, and that was the plan all along.
Yeah.
Yes, and you guys go down as the living bait, but it all worked out. So there's a ton of replayability. I love it, and I can't wait for, I'm sure, the 4th version of this, which will be coming out, who knows, maybe in a couple of years.
Tomorrow. It's not true.
Brand new Kickstarter launching in 3 days.
There are expansions as well. If you ever get enough content out, this is one of the expansions that I think adds additional players to the game and things like that. Check it out, guys, and thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with more RPG Exploration Society in the future. Until then, you guys stay frosty, keep it magical. We'll see you next time. Bye.